Did you see that picture, Mika, as we look at this beautiful shot of
It was fantastic.
Thomas Jefferson's hometown,
believe it.
Washington, D.C.? Look at this picture of Meacham, though.
Yeah.
You know what that's the look of?
What is it?
That's the look of the #1 best-selling New York Times
Yes,
author.
it is.
Who
Number
once
one.
again,
That was it?
he's redefined publishing in America.
Was that taken with his own personal
This
photography?
book
Oh, here we go.
is a
Here we
book
go.
you want to read.
Come on.
I don't know. Did they
It's
have cameras when you were coming up? Let's be really original.
Oh, boy.
Struck a nerve with that.
He did strike a nerve with that
When
one.
Matthew Brady was taking your shots.
Oh,
yes.
my. A Lincoln joke. I loved it.
But you're number one today, so let go of your pain.
There's nothing like an 1860.
And your
He is.
anger.
He's kind of like
He's
Heilman.
called
This is the
a
place to come.
photographer.
You know, you're kind of like Heilman. Heilman changes after game change goes big.
Oh, no, Heilman.
This is
no.
actually an intervention.
You are no Heilman.
Are you going
Don't
to start
worry.
smoking crack next?
No, don't worry.
You've changed on me.
You
Don't
have
worry.
changed.
Since you went
Heilman.
#1, you've changed.
No, I don't see.
Do we want to go into it,
I don't
Mr.
see Meacham spewing uncontrollable verbal
John,
diarrhea all over the
I would like, as Willie National pointed treasure. out, we started
He's a
with Everett
national
Dirksen.
treasure.
National treasure.
Heilman's a national treasure.
John Heilman is a national treasure.
Okay. Boy, that says so little of our nation.
Topics here.
It's such a national treasure that we're keeping him under lock and key for a
has
while,
problems.
and we're not going to let him back on the
has
show.
self-control
Here's
issues.
Mika reading David Brooks' must-read op-ed.
The truly grand bargain. A budget.
A dramatic reading.
Dramatic reading
like
of David.
It was the night before
All you
deadline.
boys listen, please, because this is very, very interesting.
Yes.
And
Okay,
you
yes,
just
here we go.
might
You
find
look-
that
you look
Santa
might
has some
serious.
history.
And if you're not careful, you may learn something. Go ahead.
Exactly. All right. A budget sale made on these terms will confirm every bad Republican stereotype. Republicans will be raising middle-class taxes in order to serve the rich, shafting Sam's Club to benefit the country club. If Republicans do this, they might as well get Mitt Romney's 47% comments printed on T-shirts and wear them for the rest of their lives. So Republicans have to realize that they are going to cave on tax rates. The only question is what they get in return. What they should demand is this, that the year 2013 will be spent putting together a pro-growth tax and entitlement reform package that will put this country on a sound financial footing through 2040. What's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with that. But can anybody do it? Is the art of the deal dead in Washington? That's the question.
Well, I know they'll shock you.
Very good, Mike Marnicle.
No, it'll shock you, Mika, but I disagree. I don't cave, compromise. And if they're not willing to compromise,
Yes, that's the difference.
if they're not willing to compromise, don't cave.
That's an
You
important
know what?
point.
Republicans that won in their districts landslides, they can steer down the president. Just wait. Don't cave, but do compromise. And right now, there's no sense that this president wants to compromise. And right now, there's no sense that Republican leaders actually want to put real cuts on the table. $2 trillion? I'm sorry, the buy-in here, the starting point is $4 trillion. And even if we cut $4 trillion over the next 10 years, we're going to go even deeper in debt than that. But don't cave.
That's an important
Compromise.
distinction. It's a really important distinction.
Would a compromise include ticking up the marginal rate on the top earners so it's not 39.6 but it's 37? Because the president has to get something on that.
Yeah, and by the way, we talk about the art of the deal. Mike talks about the art of the deal. I could see, and the numbers would add up, if you said to the president, you're going to have to give us a lot more in cuts. You're going to have to be more aggressive reforming Medicare, Medicaid. And let's pass the Warren Buffett tax, where the super rich, millionaires and above, pay 30% minimum. And that'll raise a couple, I think $150 billion, $200 billion. And then raise the 250,000 level to 500,000. And then if you're a Republican, say, you know, we're not going up to 39.6, but if you'll do all of this and give us the cuts that we need, then we'll meet you halfway and raise marginal rates at 37%. Well, I mean, I don't know. The White House probably won't do that, but
doesn't
that's a deal.
Doesn't that get to one of the questions, though, implicit in this entire debate that's going to go on forever, it appears? Can the Democrats, who have the White House and the United States Senate, Can they put together, fashion a deal that makes the Republicans feel a lot better about themselves at the end of the day with the concessions that they're going to have to make?
I don't think the Republicans have to feel better about themselves. I don't think the Republicans have to even feel good about themselves. I think you give them a deal they can't refuse. And, you know, you said you always ask the question in all mediations or in all negotiations, what can you live with? And by the way, I mean, I can tell you in my personal life as a lawyer, as a congressman, as a subcommittee chairman, as a guy that's negotiated my contracts with General Electric and Comcast, I always go into the negotiations. The first thing I think is, okay, what's going to make the other guy or woman feel like they get the best of me?
Exactly.
How do I make them feel that they're actually getting the best of me when I'm getting what I want out of it?
Absolutely.
And you do that at every negotiation, and you push and you scream and you scratch and you claw and you fight. Ask Phil Griffin. We'll get on the phone and we'll yell, we'll kick and we'll scream, but we'll always have the end goal in mind. And I always end up going, what's going to make Phil look good?
Right.
What's going to make, before Jeff Immelt, now Steve Burke, feel good? Like they get the best of me.
Right.
And I'm going to give them that, but I'm going to take what I've always wanted all along.
And
it's money. Give them what they want. But it's a deal. You figure out what they can give up. They figure out what you can give up. And you do the deal, and everybody walks away. Every deal I've ever done, everybody walks away feeling like they won.
And you know who made a life out of that in his formative life experience was the labor negotiator Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
Brian Cashman's on the phone for you, Joe. He's just listened to that little rap that you had. He wants to talk to you about how to get rid of Alex Rodriguez.
Actually, he wants you to play third base.
I would have never done that deal. Well, you know, I've got two good hips.
There you go.
Which
still ahead.
One more than, well, actually two more than A-Rod.
Yeah.
Right.
This is second hip replacement.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
You
Former
sort of
British
blew right
Prime
past the
Minister
Boca
Tony
joke
Blair
before.
joins us on set.
That was pretty
Also,
good.
Ron Fournier will be here to discuss his powerful cover story in the National Journal. How a father-son road trip helped him deal with love, guilt, and fatherhood. And coming up, Ariana Huffington joins us on set. More Morning Joe in just a moment.